Hey Gemini, it's Nell Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. I will be your tarot reader for today. So first and foremost, a couple of announcements. NellNicole.com has officially been relaunched. So go over there, go check out what I got going on. The first page will always pertain to my music because as you guys know, I am a musician. And I actually have a new song that's out. I'll talk about that in a minute. But on Nell Nicole, you can now purchase personal readings. You can also purchase from my crystal line. If you look at each of the crystals in the description, it tells you exactly what chakra it connects to. And so like if you know you're having issues within a certain area, you can definitely purchase a crystal that will help strengthen and fortify that area for you. I do have a description of all the readings on there. So there's an astrology side and there's a tarot side and there's different things that you can pertain. There's relationship readings, there's career readings, so on and so forth. Go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out. All my social media accounts will be linked down below. Follow me. I'll follow back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can talk to me on there. I'll be like, I like to talk, you know. I'm a Gemini rising. You feel me? So y'all are my people. Connect with me. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also have a podcast. I'm going to probably post more of the podcast on here so y'all can kind of filter on over there because I'll be talking my shit, okay? It doesn't always pertain to astrology and tarot. It's more just me in my worldview over there, but I think it's a great way and a different medium to like connect on. So there's that. But I was telling you guys about my new song that I have. I just released it on SoundCloud in preparation for my new single that's going to be coming out a little later in the summer. But I love hearing you guys' feedback. So I think it's totally a vibe, like 100% a vibe. It was produced by a good friend of mine, produced by Deck. Go follow him if y'all need beats. That ain't gonna be on it. But yeah, like, so this song, I wrote it, I recorded it, and I mixed it myself for all of my audio engineers. I did that. Let me know how good of a job I did or how bad of a job. I don't know. Go listen to the song. I'll leave the link for that down below. So I've already prayed over the cards. I've already done a couple readings today. So now we are on to Gemini. And make sure that you guys are watching readings for your sun, moon, risings, and rising sign at least. You can also watch videos for your Venus and your Mars sign if you want to kind of know how to take action, Mars, or if you want to know like what's going on with your love life or you know, just within you internally, that would be Venus. And we'll have to talk about that a little later. Moon sign is also what's going on with you internally, but Venus is on a whole different level. Like, we'll talk about that later. I'll make a video about that. But let me calm down. You know, my Gemini rising is always up like, oh, what's going on? Like, I need to just chill. But doing you guys' reading is hard to chill. So let's just get right into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Gemini collective? This video will also pertain to the previous month, so June, as well as July. Since I missed June, I might have to start doing my videos like this because time is not linear. Like, you can watch a video that I did a year ago and it might resonate with you. So and I'm all about spiritual healing and development, so I'm a firm believer in reviewing, you know, so I'm not tripping. It's the last week of June and I'm still gonna call cards for June, period. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for the Gemini collective for the months of June and July 2019? What messages do you need to be delivered to Gemini in order to deliver them along their highest path? What is going on with Gemini? It's funny, y'all got a lot of the same cards that Taurus just got. Let's see, let's keep shuffling. Whoa, a lot of the same cards that Taurus just got. And y'all hear me shuffling. And I did a video in between, so my cards ain't sticking. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Gemini collective? What do they need to know in order to move forward along their highest path? What do they need to know? So right now, you guys might be in a time of review. Just almost just go watch the Taurus video. No, I'm kidding. Y'all got a couple extra cards. But yeah, y'all are in a space where you're like, all right, who am I? What's going on with me? How can, where are my strengths? How can I utilize them? Right? You're also having this 10 of Cups energy. So I'm feeling like you're really, really focused on, on getting results and feeling emotionally fulfilled, right? So what is it going to take from you guys? You're looking lots of swords. Any other messages, Spirit? Let me just get all the cards out and then I'll do a reading because I'm like hopping all over the place. Spirit, any other messages for the Gemini collective? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars? Any other messages? No. Okay, so got 6 cards. The one being in the middle being the 4 of Swords. So she's basically sitting back thinking about her mental approach to things. How has she been entering into situations, and how has that worked out for her? Psychologically, what programming has already been established that has led her to where she is? So in the traditional tarot, there's a guy, he's like lying down, there's some swords on top of his bed, almost like mounted up there as if to say, like, you know, knights, they get a new sword with, well, I don't know, but there's like a sword to represent each battle, basically, is what it's saying. And so she has the sword with her, and she's like, okay, I'm getting ready to get back up again and go back out there. But the swords really represent your mentality as you're doing these things. So it's like, what is the new mindset that I'm going to carry with me as I'm going into this new area, this new space in my life? What worked for me previously and what didn't. I always talk to you guys about inner child healing, inner child work, because so much of our mentality and our perspective, you know, is developed as children. Really, all of it is developed as kids. And then we take those ideologies and then we have experiences, and then they just sort of compound on top of what has already been established within us. Lots of people carry on paradigms from childhood into their adulthood, and they never go back to sort of heal, you know, those ideologies that might have worked and some might not have. Like, some people have very good childhoods and they're set up very nicely, and then they get older and they realize, like, even though I had the perfect childhood, I was, you know, babied a little bit. So now as an adult, you know, I expect everyone to cater to me, and that's just not life. You know, in life, we all need to balance. So I don't care if you had the best childhood in the world, there's still some shit that you need to go back and rectify with your inner child. There's still some things that you probably need to learn in order to really reach enlightenment, right? And that's kind of like where we're all headed. We want to have this human experience and we want to get the work done down here, but at the end of the day, you want your soul's mission to be complete by the time this is all over, right? So it's going to take that deep neurological, psychological work in order to really rectify your situation in your spirit, right? I hope that's not going too far over anybody's heads. Make sure that you guys are liking this video. Click the subscribe button to subscribe. Click that notification bell too, so you guys can be aware of when I'm releasing videos. Share this video with anybody you know with any Gemini dominant traits. But let's continue on. So yeah, you're looking to strengthen yourself. You're really reviewing your brain and your mind and the way that, like, you're noticing, like, okay, when I reach situations like this, I always react in the same way. Okay, did I get but am I always getting the results that I want? That's the real question. Am I always getting the results that I want? If it's not working, how can I change shit up so that it will work out in my favor, or so that I can break through this particular barrier that I'm still hitting, you know? And so, but the objective is to strengthen yourself. The objective is to tame that inner beast, to see, like, you know, I have friends that are like, I black out when I get drunk and I get pissed, I black out. It's like, okay, so that might be a weakness. Maybe you need to quit drinking, bruh. Like, that might be your thing. So just reviewing where you've been, how you've entered into situations, first mentally, if that worked for you, and if it didn't, how can you become stronger in those same areas, right? Because at this point, you are getting this 10 of Cups energy. So I feel like this energy of just fulfillment, wish fulfillment, happiness, you know, feeling content in your emotional life is available for you. It's very, very weird though, because I also feel like you guys have this combative energy. So I don't know if this is you feeling like you're being kept from the 10 of Cups because maybe you're having an internal battle with yourself. Maybe it's like, you know, I've gotten to this point where everything is good, or I'm supposed to be happy, but like I still feel agitated. I still feel I'm not at rest fully, because that's why she's here. She's trying to get some rest. She's trying to see how can she go into the situation differently so that she doesn't feel this emotion here, because this is pointless. It's very futile. It's like, you know, they all have the same exact sword and they're all trying to fight each other. Like, but what is the point really? And if they could all just come together and sort of point their swords at a common opponent, then it would be a different story. But this is like everybody's energy just coming together. Like, you need to take a rest. You need to just chill, relax a little bit. You also have the Knight of Swords. So you might be feeling very combative in your speech. You might be feeling like you want to sort of prove your worthiness, or prove how much you know, or prove just like what your idea, like that you prove that the ideas that you hold are the highest ones. Because the Knight of Swords likes to argue. I'm not gonna hold you up. He likes to feel like he's being the most logical one in the situation all the time, and like he just never can be wrong. And like, fuck y'all, like I'm higher thinking than you all. It's air sign energy, but it's still a knight. It's not fully, like, it's not even a queen, it's not a knight, I mean, it's not a king, and it's definitely not the ace. And he might be right. I'm not saying that he's an idiot. He's definitely no fool, but he might over prioritize the intellect as opposed to the feeling element of everything that's going on. So if I had to say, I would say I think you guys need to get more in touch with the feeling element. Like, get in touch with what it feels like to be content, what it feels like to be at peace, what it feels like to be in love, what it feels like to really be in a space of allowance and of acceptance and in a space of abundance. Because this is hella defensive. This energy is giving me hella defensive. And it's not, it's your energy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Energy, I mean, Gemini rising, okay? Sometimes I don't, like, if I have an opinion or if I feel a way, even if it's pointless as fuck, like, my friends know when I'm around them, if they say something, I'm like, that is dumb as fuck. Like, why are you saying it? I know who they are. I know they're gonna continue to feel how they feel, whatever. We might be able to have a good, educated conversation about it, but at the end of the day, everybody's gonna go back into their corner and feel however they feel, right? So the conversation element is needed. Like, I'm not saying we, you know, don't be yourself, but don't over prioritize it. Like, there's a time and a space. Sometimes people just want to be around just to feel your energy. Sometimes people just like you, or maybe they don't like you, but you can like yourself. You don't have to fight with people because they don't like you. You don't have to feel threatened because people don't like you, or, you know, whatever the case is. Like, tap into your inner strength. Tap into your inner strength. And when you do that, and when you're able to see maybe communication is just a tool, maybe it's just that. Maybe it is a strength for you, but it's not everything, right? Maybe that's what you're really feeling like. Like, damn, I could light so many people on fire right now with my thoughts and my ideas, and I could check so many bitches. I got real serious, but I'm serious. I could check so many bitches. So many of these hoes need me to tell them right from wrong because they're confused and they're fucked up and they got me twisted, right? But then it's kind of like, at the same time, it's a tool. Just like, okay, when I talk to people about meditation, the number one thing that you have to realize is that, like, and I'm veering off a little bit, my Gemini self, but one of the things you have to realize about learning how to meditate is that your mind is just a tool. As important as the mind is, you would, like, people are brain dead, like, and you can't do anything without your mind, right? But it's not everything. Like, we all have heard the stories of people who go into, you know, they might be brain dead or whatever, like they can't respond, but their heart is still working. You say something to them, you say, I love you, their heart rate will go up because they feel it. They can't respond, but they feel it. That's what I want you guys to connect more into. The feeling element, realizing that you do have the gift of gab, you do have the gift of intellect. Many people cannot keep up with you, and that's just what it is. And sometimes people do need you to be the mouthpiece. Sometimes people don't need you to be the mouthpiece. It's not a prerequisite. It's not a requirement for every single situation that you might find yourself in. And once you can realize that it is just a strength, and sometimes you do need to turn it off. And to go back to meditation, one thing that a lot of Gemini heavy people have a hard time doing is quieting their mind. But then once you start to get outside of your mind and realize it is just an extension of you, it is just a tool. You don't always need it. In order to meditate, you need your heart. You need to connect down into your heart, right? In that way, you can sort of turn your mind off. Of course, it's still working. Duh. Don't be that person that comments, well, your mind is still working. Duh. But that's why it takes practice in order to learn how to not be a slave to your mind, but to learn how to control your mind so that it does not control you. Okay, and period, point blank. I said what I said. And at that point, when that realization clicks, when it happens, the wheel of fortune turns for you, right? Positive things. Well, I would just say things start looking more positive, and you can learn how to untangle the mental chains. You don't feel controlled by the need to always go and correct somebody and always go and be combative because they got you fucked up. People are going to have you fucked up. People are going to have you fucked up. That's life. That's life. And it's not always about you either. It's not always about you either. So, continuing forward, let's get some love cards for people with Gemini dominant charts. Spirit, what do these Gemini collective people need to know in order to move forward with love in a way that's going to serve everyone's highest good? Okay, so yes, so much here to unpack. Wow, I love doing what I do. Okay, give your relationship a chance. So I am feeling this combative energy. These two cards in specific are making me feel like you want to just go and take some time alone and really figure out your own shit, because you're just not feeling happy. And it's funny because there may be so much in your life right now that you asked for, that you prayed for, that has come to you, and you're still feeling like, what the fuck? Why am I still feeling agitated, right? Why am I still feeling annoyed? Why am I still feeling like I have to fight? What am I fighting for? If that's what you want, keep being agitated. If you want to be a troll, keep being a troll, right? But I don't think that's what you want. I think you do want to be able to connect with people. I think that a part of humanity and being the 10 of cups, right? Being ultimate wish fulfillment is having those who you can be your truest self around, who understand you, who understand as a Gemini, your mind never stops. Who understand as a Gemini, sometimes you need time to yourself to just unpack. Like as a Gemini rising, I need my podcast. I don't know if you guys know, I launched a podcast. It's called The High Vibe Frequency, and it is on all platforms. You can look it up. I always listen to it on Spotify. Yes, I listen to myself anyway, but yeah, as a Gemini, like I need to get off. Sometimes I just need to blow off some steam, and like the way that I do that is through my words. It's through my music too, but like it's easier when it's just like you can be free flowing. Even free writing is another thing that can help just release the energy, right? But sometimes you need to talk to a person. Excuse me. Sometimes you need to be able to connect with another person in order to feel fulfilled overall. You need the people that you love, the people that you love to be able to like know you and accept you as you are. But like the people that love you also need you not to always come around and try to act like you know more than everybody and just be a huge bitch. I'm sorry. I don't know if I mentioned, but this reading is going to go for June and July. I've been doing readings all day, so I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anything out of anybody's reading. Sorry if I've repeated myself. But yeah, give your relationship a chance. It says work on your partnership. So this, I feel like, is spirit telling you, you got some work that you need to do on yourself. And honestly, better sooner than later, because this next month, okay, so happy Cancer season and everything or whatever, but like these next few moons that we're getting ready to have are going to maybe take a few people under. Lots of eclipses happening. Mercury's getting ready to go retrograde. Neptune is, I think, already retrograde for like 4 months. Like so much is happening. I need to do a video breaking down the astrology of what to expect and how to navigate these spaces. I'm just not prepared for that right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a person too, as well as a healer, a practitioner, whatever you want to call me. But I need to go through and make sure that whatever I'm telling you guys is morally sound. So I don't want to just start popping off right now. But I can tell you that this energy is going to require you to really do some introspection, like some cleanup, some internal cleanup. Anytime we have lots of eclipses, it's always going to transform us. It's always going to recalibrate our perspective, and it's going to ask for you to either grow or get left behind. And that's just what it is. There's also, so yeah, give your relationships a chance by doing the internal work is what I'm trying to say. And then attraction, you guys got attraction. So you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So you can't attract anything being in this spirit. You just can't. You see her, if she was over there punching the bushes, motherfuckers be looking at her like, what is wrong with her? She has issues. No, she looks like somebody that is emotionally sound. She looks like somebody that's happy. She's blushing. She's touching the leaves. She's just enjoying. She's being her. She's not worried about how she looks. She's not worried about who might be looking at her. She is fully engulfed into this experience of life. Like she's fully in the moment. She's present. And so, like I said, sometimes mastering the mind requires you to be present. It requires you to realize that like your life is not fully what you think and your opinion. Sometimes it's just about being. Sometimes it's just about allowing. right? And when you're in that space, so much more can come to you. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. Once you stop fighting and you allow, your life starts to unfold. And then the Wheel of Fortune, right? Your life starts to unfold in positive ways. So let's go ahead and get a Trust Your Vibes card, and we'll see for the Gemini collective, what energy do they need to embrace in order to move along their highest path? Spirit, what energy does the Gemini collective need to embrace a little more in order to move along their highest path? It's not personal. I love what I do. It's not personal. It's a 7 card. 2 and 5 equals 7 in numerology. What does 7 stand for? The truth. And Geminis are always in search for the truth. That's why you guys are represented by the twins, because you can see 2 sides of the story, right? And really 3, because it's like you have the one twin, you have the other twin, and then you have the joining of them. So you have the ultimate truth, you know, that internal dialogue that you hold with yourself. Sometimes it can confuse people who want things to be divisive and decisive, and they want things to either be on that side of the line or on this side of the line. But you guys are an embodiment of teetering line. You are an embodiment of balance. Some people see you as imbalanced, but they don't know the truth. And that's okay. And the truth is hard for some people to swallow. And like I said, some people think it's being an extremist is the truth. Pure energy. No. Everything in life is shades of gray. I don't care who you are, what you do, if you're here with us, everything is a shade of gray. Everything requires balance. And so right now, I think you're really being asked to look internally and to like calm yourself. I know that even when I started this video, I was like, oh yeah, we're Geminis, we're always up here, da, 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 da. Like, cool, but like also calm the fuck down. Also, stop taking every little thing that happens in your life so personally. Everything's just not about you. How else do I want to put this? Sometimes I think that we allow our minds to go off on tangents because we do think our opinion is the total story. And that's just not always true, bruh. Sometimes it's okay to take a little bit, what might be perceived as a baby L, because you might let a person go on without having checked them or without having correct them. But like, honestly, it's not about you. It's not about what you think. It's not about you knowing the right thing. Sometimes people need to learn things on their own. Sometimes people need to bump their own heads in order to really learn the lesson. Like, you can't go around just thinking because you figured something out that you need to just go and tell everybody and they must listen and they must, like, what is wrong with you people? That's what I'm hearing. That's what I feel like. Geminis are wailing out like, what is wrong with you people? Why don't you get it? Because it's not for them to get. Do you get it? Solid. That's all you can ask spirit for, right? That's all you can ask for. Just keep developing. The people that want to come around you and that want that enlightenment and they want that piece of you, they will ask for it. And keep making it available. But just don't throw it down people's throats. Don't push it down people's throats. Allow room and energy and space in all of your relationships to be like for all of the elements, right? So not only the mental element, but the practical element. Maybe get more into doing things. If you feel really, really adamant about something, instead of just talking to people about it, do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to get more in touch with your feelings about it and showcase that and like connect with other people who are on that same vibration and wave as you and feel through it, right? Or maybe, what's the other one? You can create something that might be able to be of service to other people. It doesn't always just have to be you attacking people with how you feel or you attacking people with what you think. So Gemini, I hope that this resonates with you. Please comment down below and let me know what's going on in your world. If you connected with this reading, I would love to hear it. Please check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. Go listen to my song and let me know how you like it. Share this video with anybody that you know that is a Gemini or that has a Gemini in their life. And visit knowingnicole.com. And that's all I got for y'all this month, Geminis. I love you guys so much. Hopefully I can work through my shit because I connected with this reading 100% being a Gemini rising. So don't feel like I'm coming down on y'all. I'm coming down on myself too. I love you guys as always. I'll see you later. Bye.